Max woke up before the sun rose, just like every morning. He stretched, put on his boots, and stepped outside. The cool breeze greeted him as the sky glowed in soft pink shades. Birds chirped, welcoming the new day on the farm. Max headed to the barn, where his cows, chickens, and goats eagerly waited. He tossed hay into the trough and poured grain into the bowls. There you go, everyone.
Have you ever dreamed of creating stunning animated videos from scratch? Even if you have no prior experience with animation or video editing, get ready because in this video I will show you exactly how to craft an engaging 3D animated story using the power of AI tools. And by the end of this video, you'll have all the skills and tools to turn your ideas into professional animated videos like the video you've just watched. So to get started, the first step is to come up with story ideas and generating a story script. Every great video starts with a compelling story. This is where AI tools like ChatGPT comes in. So this powerful AI tool can help us generate a creative and a structured script in minutes. You can use any AI writing tool like Gemini or DeepSync, which is currently trending at the time of recording this video. But in this case, we'll focus on using ChatGPT. So once we are on ChatGPT, this is their interface. You can type in your own story outline and ask it to write a full story for you. But if you do not have a story outline or story ideas, just ask it to give you some story ideas that is very perfect for your targeted audience. But as for me, I already have a story prompt, so I'll just paste it into ChatGPT. I'll leave this same prompt in the description. That's if you would love to use it also in your project. And from there, I'll just click on generate, and ChatGPT will go ahead to give us a full structured story script that we can use for our project. From here, what I will highly recommend is that you go through your entire script, copy it from ChatGPT, paste it in a Google Doc. From there, edit your entire text and just give it that human touch for that human connection with your audience. Now, once our story is ready, we move on to the second step where we need to create consistent visuals for our video. But before we do that, we need a detailed prompt that will help us achieve that. So this is the prompt that I love to use when generating consistent character images for my project. So number one, we need to fill in the blanks. I will leave the same prompt in the description so that you can have access to it and use it in your project. The first thing is a story topic, then we have the story theme, we have the story setting, then we have the moral lesson or the moral message, then we've got the style of images that we want, the targeted audience, the episode duration, the number of scenes, the narration, the first character, that's if you have more than one character in your scene, the character age. So all these details must be filled in so that you get that consistent character. So I'll just fill them up quickly. Start with the topic, which is Max's farm life. Now go to the theme, and if you do not have these specifics, you can simply ask ChatGPT to provide them for you. Not only that, you can also give it your own specifications on the message or the moral lesson that you want your story to convey. And once I'm done filling in the blanks, what I'll simply do is I'll copy the entire story. So I'll come to this second section, then here on the essential guidelines, I'll paste in my war story. Then I will leave these other settings just like the way they are. And once that is done, I'll copy everything. Then I'll come back to ChatGPT. I'll close this text. Then I'll paste in the entire prompt that we've created. Then we'll click on generate. It's kind of a process, but this is what makes you get the best out of ChatGPT. If you try to do everything in a short way, you will rarely get the best out of it. And once ChatGPT is done, we can now proceed to the next step of generating our consistent character images. And if you'd love to learn more about how to create consistent characters, check out this video pinned above. So what we'll simply do from here is we'll copy the first prompt that ChatGPT has provided us. Then we'll come to one of the image AI generators that I really love using, and this is Leonardo AI. Once we are on Leonardo AI, we'll come to launch app. Then from there, we'll come to image creation. Then from here, what we're going to do is we'll paste in this prompt. And once that is done, we'll come to our setting here on our left, and we'll make sure that the new model is selected, which is Phoenix 1.0. Then we'll turn off the prompt enhancer. From there, we'll leave the style to dynamic, and we'll leave the contrast to medium, and we'll leave the generation mode to fast. Then from there, we'll make sure that 16:9 is selected as our aspect ratio or image dimension. Then the number of images, we'll leave it to 4. Then from there, what we simply have to do is close this tab and click on the generate icon after all the settings have been made. Okay, so Leonardo has finished generating the images for us. So we can take a look at our images. I love the quality of our images and the details that it has applied to our images. This is fantastic and very amazing. I love the background and everything suits our story. So what we're going to do is we'll go back to ChatGPT and we'll go to the next prompt. This is the next prompt and we'll copy it. we come back to Leonardo and we paste our second prompt here. Again, we click on generate. So this is the second set of images, and if you do not like the images that it has generated for you, you can ask it to regenerate the images for you. And if you like how the first character looks and how everything looks, so what you can simply do is copy the seed from these images, come to these three dots and click on copy seed. Then here on your left, come to advanced settings. Then from there, scroll down and turn on use fixed seed and paste your seed there. From there, you close this tab and you go to your next prompt, copy it, come back to Leonardo and paste it there. So you keep on repeating the same process until all your images have been generated. So once all our images have been generated, what we simply have to do is download them into our PC so that we can go to step number 3. So to download them into our PC, what we simply have to do is hover our mouse on our image and the download icon will appear. So just click on it and our images will be downloaded into our PC. So once we are done downloading them into our PC, this takes us to the 3rd step. This is where we need to convert them into 3D stunning animated videos. So to do that, we're going to use another amazing AI tool, which is called Pixar AI. So just come to Pixar AI. So with this AI tool, there are a number of things that you can do, but our focus is turning our still static images into animated 3D videos. So to do that, we'll click on this plus icon here at the bottom to add our first image. And once our image is uploaded, the next thing that we're supposed to do is to describe the content that we want to create. The best way to do that is to come back to ChatGPT and go to the first prompt and take a look at the action that is happening in that first prompt. In our case, it says that the boy is stepping outside his farmhouse, sun rising in the background and farm animals waking up. So just copy that description, then we'll come back to Pixverse and we'll paste it there. From there, you can play with these settings that are here at the bottom. So the first one is the filter button. You can click on it. Then you can describe the negative prompts, like things that you do not want to see happening in the video. Apart from that, make sure that the model is V3.5. Then here you can select the duration. It's set to 5 seconds, but you can also choose 8 seconds. That's if you want to. I'll leave it to 5. Then on the turbo, this is where you select the resolution. You can go for 1080 pixels, but I will just leave it like that because it gets a lot of credit, like 120 credit per generation. So if you have a lot of credits in your account, you can try it out, but I'll just go for turbo and I'll leave it like that. Then on the style, I'll leave it like that. And on this mode, I'll just leave it like that. Then from there, I will click on generate. Okay, so our video has just been generated. So again, after the video has been generated, there are a couple of things that you can do. Number one, you can click on the retry button. That's if you do not like the generation. And you can also click on the extend button. That's if the video that's generated, it's a bit short. You want a longer video. For example, this is a 5-second video. You can extend it by 8 seconds, meaning you have a 13-second video. Not only that, you can also lip sync your video. That's if you have an audio and you would love this character to be talking as he's walking. You can simply do that using this AI tool. Then you can also upscale your video. That's quite huge and very interesting. So what I'll simply do is I will download it into my PC without a watermark. Then what I'll simply do is I will delete this image. Then I'll upload a second image. Once the image is uploaded, I'll leave the content description just like the way it is, and I'll leave the settings just like the way they are. Then I'll click on create. I'll keep on repeating this same process of creating my video files until I am done with everything. And once you're done generating your videos and downloading them into your PC, this takes us to step number 4, where we need to generate an audio file for our entire story. And the tool that you're going to use is 11 Labs. You'll find the link in the description below. So just head over to 11 Labs, and once you're on this dashboard, what you want to do is come to your left and you'll find this button that says text to speech. Just click on it. So once you're here, what you want to do is select a perfect voice for storytelling. Just come to voices here, and from there come to library. Then once you're here, come to this button that says narrative and story. Not only that, but you can also try among these options that you have and check out which one works best or sounds best in your project. To select narrative and storytelling, then we'll scroll and look for a voice that will be perfect for our project. So just click on add. From there, it will say use. So just click on it and it will be selected just like that. From here, what you want to do is go to your story. So this is our first scene and this is what our narrator has to say. So just copy this part and we'll come back to 11 Labs and we'll paste that part here. And from there, we'll click on generate speech. If you're happy with the way it sounds, click on download. If you're not happy with the way it sounds, you can ask it to regenerate the speech again, then compare between the two voices, which one you would prefer using in your project. From there, you go back to ChatGPT, you go to the second scene and you copy the next part for the narrator and you go back to 11 Labs and you paste it there. Then from there, you click on generate again. Okay, from there, once you are happy with how it sounds, you click on download. So you keep on repeating this same process until you are done downloading all your audio files into your PC. And once you're done generating your audio, this takes us to the final step where you need to add everything and make that complete video. And the tool that we're going to use to edit our video is CapCut. So once you're on CapCut, what you want to do is import your audio and your media file here. Just grab them and paste them in CapCut like that. Then from there, what you want to do is start with the audio files. So grab the first audio file, which is this one, and we'll drag it here on the timeline. Then we grab the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. So once you carefully place them on the timeline, the next thing that you want to do is to begin placing in your media files. Start with the first one, the second, and the third, just like that. And once you're done aligning your media files and your audio files, the next thing that you want to do is to add some transitions. So to do that, what you want to do is come to transition here on top. From there, look for a transition that will perfectly match your video. I'll select the black thread transition. I'll place it between my media files like that. I'll use the same transition throughout my video. So I'll click on apply to all, and the same transition will apply to all my media files. So from there, the next thing I would love to add are some captions to my story. So what I'll simply do is I'll come to caption here on top, then I'll click on generate caption. So once our captions have been generated, what we want to do is to come to the font style and choose a perfect font for our video. Apart from the font style, we can choose the font color, and we can also choose the preset style, and we can scale up and transform our font until it perfectly matches our video. Not only that, we can come to animation here, and from there we can select caption, and we can choose an animation style that we want for our video. Okay, I love this one. And from there, what you want to do next is to add a background music and some sound effects. Remember, this is a farm story that we're creating, so we'd love to have some sound effects of cows, chickens, goats, and birds playing in the backyards. And to achieve that, what you can simply do is come to Pixar, and from here you can search for a specific type of sound effect that you want. For example, you can type in goats. From there, here where it says all images, what you want to do is click on it and come to where it says sound effects, and you will have all these sound effects for goats. So what you want to do is listen to them and download the ones that you feel you can use in your projects. So you do the same for all the remaining animals and the entire background scene to make the video stand out and pop up to our audience. And once you download them, upload them to CapCut. Then from there, place them where they're needed. So you take your time until you perfect your video. And once that is done, the last thing that you would want to upload is some background music. So again, just come to Pixar. Make sure you also check the usage right for that particular background sound that you are downloading. And if they give you the license, make sure you download the license as well, so that in case YouTube might require it, you just upload that license to them. Just drag it and upload it in CapCut. From there, place it here at the bottom. I click on it and reduce its volume a bit like that. Not only that, you can trim it to match your video, and you can grab this black dot that you see here to give it that smooth transition. And from there, you can add some effects to your video and add some filters, that's if you want to. And once everything is done, your video is ready to be uploaded on your YouTube channel. So from here, just come to the export button here, give a name to your project, and choose a folder where you want it to be saved, and click on export, and your video will be exported into your PC. If you found value in this tutorial, give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. From here, check out this other video on how you can create amazing 3D animated story videos. God bless you.
Max woke up before the sun. But he wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.